10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Black Ray's YouTube page. I'm very glad that you're here with us. This is JJ Bond. I'm a director here, and today I want to share something very important. I'm looking at how you can shoot without using any video lights at all. Most times you probably will land in such a situation whereby you don't have any video lights. Probably maybe you haven't bought these lights, or maybe let's say they're somewhere else and you're somewhere far and you need to still keep the camera rolling. So there are a few tips that I've collected for you that you can survive on without any video lights at all. Tip number 1, please survive on outdoor shoots. Whenever you're planning a script or you're writing your movie, make sure that you entirely survive on the outside shoots, because you're going to entirely depend on the sun, and the sun is very free. You're not going to pay any rents for it, any fees for it. But to do this, you need a couple of tools. You can use first, it's a reflector. Reflector is anything that bounces light from any source of light. It's somehow similar to a moon. As you heard that the moon doesn't produce light but reflects the light from the sun, so the same way reflectors can bounce the light from the sun to the talented face. 2, we have a deflector. A deflector is any tool that diffuses light from any source of light. It could be maybe, let's say, from the sun. For this specific example, the sun has a tendency to bring in a sharp light towards a talented face, and also the shadows, which don't look really good on a talented face. So you're supposed to diffuse that light to get super clean skin tones and reduce the shadow on the talented face. Tip number 2, the how of shoot. You should determine the time that you want to shoot. We have the common golden hour that you can survive on. It's very, very good, and it's very reliable. It gives us cinematic, moody footage whenever it comes up, and it's always there on a daily. I don't see the reason why you don't even use it. It's in Uganda, it tends to come around 5:30 to maybe 6:30 p.m. and you're supposed to pre-plan before you even go for the set, because it just lasts a little bit, around 1 hour. Then we have the blue hour. It comes around 7 when the sun has already set, and then we're having the blue sky on one end. So you're supposed to also rely on that if you're very artistic. We also have a morning shoot when the sun is rising up. You can get those beautiful full inserts that you can put in your videos, films, music videos, which are really good. And then you can also shoot against the sun as it's rising up, which gives us those beautiful rays coming in through. Tip number 3, you should determine the types of lenses that you are supposed to use, because the more the lens opens up to whatever it's recording, the more you're going to get more light into the camera. Here I'm talking about the aperture or the f-stop. So the wider the aperture goes, the more light that's going to come into the camera. So if at all you don't have any lights at all, and you're supposed to shoot maybe, let's say, in an indoor setting, or maybe on a cloudy day, or maybe late evenings, you're supposed to rely on those lenses that open up their aperture. For instance, right now I'm using the 50mm lens 1.8, which is also very good, rather than using maybe, let's say, zoom lens that starts around 5.6, which is really not good for low light. Tip number 4, when you supposed shoot indoors, make sure that you rely on windows, maybe doors, wherever hole that you have towards the outside environment, use that. And then you can put a negative fill on one side, amplify the contrast in your footage, so that you can have light on one side and then darkness on the other side.
You still didn't like the video?
That's it from Black Race Films. I remain JJ Bond. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I would like to see your comments. I will be following up to see if I can create more content for you. If it's really helpful, you still can give it a mention. You can also like and click that notify button so that you can see the upcoming videos. Stay creative.